Yo, what's up, YouTube? Carson Reps content here. I have my amazing client, Avon. This is somebody that I've personally been working with for the last couple months, and I could definitely say the some of the results he's gotten. He's had a lot of people on my Instagram look up to him, be like, "Hey, how can I get results like that?" So I want to go ahead and have an exclusive interview with him so that he can inspire some of you guys that are just getting started on social media. But nevertheless, let me go ahead and let Avon introduce himself. Who are you, and how do you help people, my brother?
What's up? What's up, man? I'm Ivan Myrick Jones. I'm from the DMV area, DC, Maryland, Virginia. If you're not sure what the DMV is, I'm a consultant. I'm a specialist for credit, firearm instructor, a flurry of other things. But as you go look at my content, you'll see exactly what I'm doing. Um, I'm here, man.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. Like I said, we've been working together for the last couple months or so. And yeah, like definitely he came to me. He was like, seeing the social media presence that I've obviously built, this came a lot faster than, I've expected. Going from late March, 900 followers to now we just crossed 100,000 as of October the 4th. And yeah, he's somebody that obviously wanted to get the social media growing to another level. But go ahead, I can only tell your story better than I can't tell your story better than you can, Yvonne. So break it down. Like what was your at least initial motivation behind wanting to grow the social media and reach out to me?
I kind of saw your, I guess you can say, landscape on other people's Instagram, right? Especially in my space. Seeing you work with people in my space and uh how much success they were having with their posting, right? And seeing in the direction they were going, and the only direction they were going was up, right? Especially within
Yes.
the following, the views, but not only the views, the business, right? We all want business. In order for you to get like proper business, should I say, or the right business, people want to see that you take care of your content, that you actually care about your content, right? And I saw that within, I don't even want to call them competition, and I would like to call them
Like peers.
yeah, peers, but they influenced me, right? They influenced me to do what I'm doing. So I saw that there's success with that, so I just really just wanted to get on the team, bro. At this point I was like, I gotta have that. It's a no-brainer, right?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I love it. I love it. Yeah, and I love that phrase. Get on the team. Like they say,
Mhm.
teamwork makes the dream work,
Yes,
and
sir.
that's been what we've been, wanting to make happen, right? Like obviously,
Um,
the dream outcome that you had was the following growing, the views increasing. Break down at least some of the recent successes you've had on social media. And like, what would you say is the biggest win that you've had that we can kind of go into an interview?
Man, my first video we ever did has just hit 60K, bro, in views. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, just hit 60K in views, bro.
Sheesh.
Over like I think 150 saves on like one of the videos or something
That's
like that.
crazy.
But
Wow.
more than anything else, it's the business. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
because of that video, because of everything that comes with that video, because of the way you told me to do that video,
Mhm,
it's nonstop business. Literally, we're sitting on this call right now,
mhm.
and my phone is going off for ads that are hitting because I'm running the ad with the content that you helped me make. It's message after message, DM after DM, as you hear, because
Yeah, I
that's my
just heard it.
laptop as well. So,
That's crazy.
bro, yeah, bro, it's going crazy right now, and I'm running it. I'm gonna run it into the ground if I have.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Continue to put out those ads and break it down like Ivan, like for people that don't know, like obviously people see the outputs, people
Mhm,
see the outcome, but
mhm.
talk about the inputs that went into that video. Like what's some of the things that I helped you with personally that helped you put the work into where now things are working out.
So it's man, you break the script down in the way you want us to say it. But more importantly, it's very simple, right? And it's very I'm not it's not time consuming, should I say, right?
Mhm, mhm.
You can finish the work that you assign us to do in no time. Really, it's just about you executing on doing so,
Yeah.
right? You leave the work up to us, but you put it like this. You throw the alley oop, all we gotta do is catch it and dunk it at this point, right?
Yeah.
It's that simple. Do the work,
Yeah.
and it's not that much work. I can guarantee you, if he sends you, let's just say eight scripts, there's no reason why that A script shouldn't be done right away, or at least in within a couple of days' time, depending on your schedule. By any
Yeah,
means, if you're a busy entrepreneur, hopefully you are. That's good for you, but it takes no time for you to actually finish the work that he gives you, literally,
yeah,
bro. And the way you break down the scripts, say them in this way, have this type of energy, you color code everything for us. How much easier can it be for you to do to just get to work, and then it turns into tenfolds of business? Come on now. I
yeah,
don't even know. I look, I'm not, I'm telling you this from my own experience.
yeah.
Just get down with them. I'm just letting you know that right now.
Yeah, yeah, I love it, I love it, I love it, and then break down, like, obviously, people know the scripting process, right? Like, one
Mhm.
thing I tell people all the time is if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So,
Yes.
we're pretty much giving you the plan so that it's easy to succeed,
Yeah,
right?
I feel like, and I feel like it's a wash, rinse, repeat type of thing, right? Um, it may not be the same script, but it's of the same essence that you might have, given and saw it go through the roof, right? You saw it become successful for somebody else, but you might have changed the script up and gave us the same essence of the same sort. And here we are. You know what I'm saying? Here we are, 60,000 views later. Like that 100K
Crazy.
is coming in no time. I already know it is.
That's
So,
crazy.
I
Yeah.
would tell you, like, just follow his lead, bro. Follow his lead. Like,
Yeah, yeah, and, man, one thing that is so important to me, like you talked about the plan, right? Like how we
mhm,
help you with the preparation. We obviously help you with, plan things out. You produce the content, you film it. But then I tell my clients all the time, like, even if you have the preparation, you have the production, then the last step would be the perfection, like how the video
yes.
actually looks. So break it down, like how's your experience been with just how we're able to perfect the video after you film it through some of the editing that we do?
Bro, it's a piece of cake. Like, you ever see somebody like go cut a cake and it just slides right through, or cut a piece of butter and it just slides right through? Like, that's how easy it is for you, and it's no time, right? You might give a deadline, and here you are 2, 3 days before the deadline. Giving us what you need to give us back. And I'm like, hold up, bro, it's already done. Like it's already done. Right. So the process is easy for you. When you send him back the finished product, he gives you double the finished product. You get what I'm saying? Like he draws on it like it's a piece of art at the end of the day. You're crazy if you don't. Like just anybody, I don't care what niche you're in. Get with Carson, bro. Get with
Yes,
Carson.
sir.
What's this? Whoever you are, get with him. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and I wanna dive into that, right? Like, I know when we start off the interview, you talked about just some of the, testimonials, case studies you see that I
Mhm,
had of people that are also doing, helping people with their credit coaching,
mhm.
helping them get funding. Um, break it down, like, specifically for the people that are watching this video, they might even be, future or current
Mhm.
mentees within your mentorship program. Like, why would you say, as somebody that does credit and funding, like, why is it so important to have the right content that you put on social media?
Because the one thing about the content that you're giving us, and I tell everybody this when they come into my community,
Yeah.
it's the free game that comes with it, right?
Hmm.
It's the free game that you give people. One thing, people will always come back to you for more and more knowledge, right? You're giving knowledge at the same time of, putting your picture or painting your picture or your art and putting it on the wall of Instagram, right? You're giving people free game, and that's one thing the consumer will always want is free game. Can I take this video and run with it, or make something happen with this video, even if I don't buy from this person? But you
Mm,
see what I'm saying? It's the
yeah,
free game. So even if I don't buy from this person, it's like I'm always going to go back and see that content. And at some point, no matter what level ticket it is, they're coming for that ticket, right? So now, because you're teaching them, you're giving them, it's crazy. You're giving them school right there on that post, right? You're giving them game right there on that post, to where as though they can take your information, run with it, but also, gain from it at the same time without
yeah,
giving you anything, right?
hmm,
Why
yeah.
not? Why not?
That's beautiful. Yeah, yeah, and I love what you said about when you give away things like you give away free game, you give away something that people can act on instantly.
Mhm, mhm,
It's gonna come back, right? Regardless of whatever, price you're charging, whatever the investment
mhm.
might be. Just because when you give first, you'll always receive, right?
Yes, yes.
And one thing that I tell, my clients all the time, because like you said, we've worked with a lot of people that they do credit, they do funding, they might do taxes, they might do
Mhm.
anything that's financial service related. Any financial service not only relies on you serving people, but you also have to get into people's finances. That's a
Yes,
very sensitive and touchy thing for a lot of people, right?
yes.
You're getting into their finances. A lot of people are very uncomfortable about money. They're like,
Mhm,
yo, I'm not only paying you money, but I'm paying you money to learn about
mhm.
my money.
Yeah, right.
Know my money, know exactly how much I'm making, know you got my income statements, you got my
Mhm.
SSN, you got my credit report, you got my tax returns, like you got
Yeah,
you got
yeah.
everything. Yeah.
See all
So
the laundry.
yeah, yeah. So break it down like why you feel like content specifically helps people that are in your space dealing with people's finances before they even become clients of yours.
Again, not only is the free game, it's the learning process.
Mhm.
It's the learning process. You know how you do that. You see a baby take one step and fall, right? And then they got to get back up, right? So you always going to try to build on that second step, that third, that fourth. Next thing you know, they didn't walk 10 steps, right? And
Mhm.
they got to the finish line of where they needed to get to. So again, it's to me, it's always going to be the returning consumer, right?
Yeah.
The returning client, whoever it may be, it's going to be the return. It's going to be what does this person have next, right? But not only that, it's the engagement, right?
Mhm.
How did this piece of content keep me there? Because we're in the era of if you don't land somebody in the first 3 seconds, they're swiping past it, right? And
Yeah.
your content and your scripts are home runs every time.
Yeah.
They're home runs, right? The hook. That if you go on any video of any, Instagram person that actually like might work for Instagram, they'll tell you first 3 seconds, what is your hook, right? And every time I go look at the insights, it says this hook is dope. It's bringing in people that don't even follow you. You know how Instagram words it. It might not be those exact words, but it's the hook. But it's education,
Yeah.
education. None of us, I don't care if you didn't go to college, I don't care if you didn't finish school. Education, we all know education is a pioneer out here, right? To where as though you got to be able to feed your mind and able to feed your pockets.
That's real.
That
Yeah.
simple. All
I
right.
love it. Yeah.
It's-
That's real. Yeah. Enough said. Enough
yeah.
said. Yeah. Um, man, I love that. I love that. So, we talked about the education. We talked about just, giving the game.
Mhm,
Obviously, when you give, you receive. And like you said, right, like the goal is to make giving education simple for people like you. Like you already know credit, no funding like the back of
mhm,
your hand, but being able to package it in a way on social media that, the script is on point, the way you
mhm.
record is on point, and then obviously the edit is on point. Um, what would you say to, let's say, people that, again, they might be a future or a current mentee of yours, they do credit, they do funding, or they do any type of education, right? Like they're educators. What would you say to them as somebody that's now worked with me on, if they're an educator on the other side of the screen, from you to them, what would you let them know about, becoming a client?
Just like credit is king, just like credit is king, content is king, right?
Yeah.
I tell people
That's
all the
real.
time, if you're not posting, how does anybody know what you're doing? How does anybody know what you're doing? How is your business running how it's supposed to, right?
Yeah.
You even if you just said, "Go Carson, I need this many posts." You still got to run those as ads in order for you to run your business. That's where people spend a lot of their time at daily, right? People spend more time on their phone when they're at work than than when they're not at work, right? And guess what they're looking at? They need to see you. The thing about people buying stuff from you, they need to see you. They need to see
Yeah.
you numerous times in a day. They need to see you running ads, but your ads need to be worthy. Yo, one thing I could tell you guys, and this is anybody that's listening to this call, watching this
Yeah.
call, if people don't see that you don't take your content seriously, they will not take your business seriously. It's that simple.
Mm.
Every big name on the internet has great content. tell me I'm lying.
That's real.
Am I lying? They have great content. It's that simple. So it's a no-brainer. Get with Carson, get with his team. They're great, bro. They're great. And I'm not just saying that. Like, end of the day, like it's no point for me to just come on here and say that. Like, no, it's the real thing. Like, it's the real thing. I he didn't I paid him to do content. He's not paying me to say this. You get what I mean? Like, end of the day,
Yeah,
I paid for a product. I wouldn't talk good about the product unless the product was good. It's great. It's great.
yeah,
And I would think that anybody that wanted to be successful in business, they would work with Carson and they would
yeah,
work with his team. You know what I mean? In order for their content and their business to be taken seriously.
yeah. I love it. I love it. Yeah, I mean, I appreciate that, and yeah, that's the model, right? Like,
Mhm.
uh, just like credit is king, content is king, because content is credibility.
Yeah, man. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, you see what I'm saying though? Look how it all came back to credit, right? Credibility.
Yeah, your
It's your
content is your
report. It's
yeah,
it's it's somewhat of your Instagram report card. When people go look and see
yeah.
trash content, guess what? They like, nope, I'm going to the
He's a
next person.
trash business owner. Yeah, just like again, you got a credit score, people are judging your social media score.
Hmm. Look,
Uh-huh.
man, look, don't even we can be here all day giving analogies.
Yeah, you got a social media score. It's the same way your social media score is closer to 800. That's how
Mhm.
you get the funding from your audience or community.
Yep, yep. Look, don't be
Yeah,
over looking like a collection.
exactly. Yeah. And that's you get funding, that's real cash flow.
Look,
That's
you hear me?
that's yeah.
Yo,
So
it's the thing about it is to people to go in my comments and they're looking like, bro, I never knew that, right? I never knew these things that you're telling me. And then that turns into, hey, can we set up a consultation call? And then that turns into, bro, I went up 120 points. That's yo, content is king, y'all. Just like credit is king, content is king. It's a must that you work on your content. It's a must that you have the right editing. It's a must that you work with the right people because when you work with the right people, you run into other people, right?
mm.
People of your niche are already following me. I've gotten business from people literally following me. But guess what? When I look at the mutuals, I see Carson in the mutuals.
That's just
Y'all see what I'm
that
saying?
is
Like
crazy. That is actually
it's
crazy.
power and proximity. Power and
Yeah.
proximity. You see what he's doing on social media. You see how much he has grew his page, but his brand, right? He's working with great people. Why wouldn't you want to be in business with somebody that can put you next to somebody else that is already successful? Don't hang with people of where you used to be. Hang with people of where you're trying to be because they're already there.
Mm.
Let's go, y'all. Let's
Let's
go.
go. Let's go, man. Let's end it off on that, man. Hey, Avon, you've been dropping so much game. Where can people find you if they want to learn more about what you do and how you help people?
Look, MJ University underscore, right? Y'all tap in with me. MJ University underscore. All right. And if you need some credit help when you come to my page, just refer to yourself in this interview. Let's get it.
Yeah, yeah,
All
and
right.
same here, right? If anybody is watching this and let's say you're a business owner, you're the best at what you do. You might be a coach, a mentor, an industry expert. It might be you know everything. You know credit like the back of your hand. You know tax like the back of your hand. You know stocks. You know how to get real estate. You know whatever you know like the back of your hand. You just don't know how to become the best known, even though you know the best of what you
Mhm.
know. Like, obviously, that's what my job is. My goal is to make information as entertaining as possible because that's what we call infotainment. So, if you're someone that's looking to make infotainment content, I have a link in the description. I'm hosting a free class this Sunday. It'll be 6 p.m. Eastern time for people that want to hop on and potentially hop on that class. And I'll be looking forward to seeing you there.
Look, we in there. I'm in there. Y'all
Yes, sir.
be there, be squared. Come join the family, y'all.
Easy
Content
money.
is king. He's the
Yes.
content king. Let's get it.
Let's go. Let's go.